Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Wicked Podcast. Today, we've got Peter Thomson here with us. We're really great and glad to have you on the show today. We're going to jump right in, Peter. Tell us a little about who you are and why you wrote the book.
Right. I guess I'm most famous for probably writing a book 10 years ago now, which was about the future of work, called Future Work, funnily enough. And that's something I've studied for longer than I dare to think about. After my career in HR, I set up a center at the Henley Business School looking at the future of work and ran that for something like 15 years. And since then, I've really been, I guess, a bit ahead of the time to some extent, thinking about the way the world of work is changing. And because what's happened now, COVID has made the world of work change rather rapidly. So I've studied the whole future of work for a number of years. I now run something called the Future Work Forum, which is a group of consultants around the world interested in the subject. And I came across a company called Matt Black Systems, well over a decade ago now, which were doing some interesting things, and we'll talk more about what they are. And contacted the two guys who ran the company. And between us, in the end, we decided it was an interesting enough story that it warranted a book. And hence the book we're about to talk about, 500%, came out as a result of that. But it took probably the best part of 5 years between the three authors to get the thing finally into print, because their company was evolving as we were writing the book, and B, we wanted to get the story right all the way along. So I was, in a sense, a catalyst with Andrew and Julian, the other authors, to kind of pull their ideas together as the two guys running this company and get it into a book. So that's me.
Well, they say that wicked problems are problems that change in the process of solving them. And it sounds like your book was in the process of changing while you were trying to write it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, there was a history of Matt Black Systems having changed from a conventionally managed company to one which is very much a self-management model. And they were still ironing out the wrinkles at the time we started the book, because it was still early days in having essentially the employees run the organization. And by the time we'd finished, I kind of helped, I think, Andrew and Julian understand more about the kind of management system they set up, sort of by accident in a way. They experimented with different ways of trying to get people to own the work that they did, and in the end ended up effectively with the individual employees running almost, having their own profit and loss statement, running their own bit of the company. But we can maybe talk about how we got to that. Yeah.